Students, today I am going to explain the second chapter of history, that is nationalism in India, for the students of standard 10. Now try to understand. First of all, we have to divide this chapter into four different parts. In first part, we will study about nationalism and Gandhiji arrival in India from South Africa and his initiation in Indian freedom struggle. In second part, we will study about non-cooperation and Khilafat movement as well as initiation of the civil disobedience movement. In third part, we will discuss completely about the civil disobedience movement, and in last part, we will discuss about the contribution of cultural scholars who participated in the freedom struggle of India. Now, student, as far as the concern of nationalism, we have studied in chapter first also, and the literal meaning of nationalism is Rashtravad. It means a feeling of patriotism for the nation as well as belonging to a nation. That is called nationalism, and that's why we have to understand first of all the term of nationalism. After that, we have to think what were the causes which led to motivate people towards their feeling of patriotic values for their nation, and we can say that towards nationalism. There were various reasons under which Indians motivated towards nationalism. First, exploitative measures followed by the British towards peasants, farmers, artisans, industrialists. All these caused the emergence of nationalism. Even the exploitative measures were also followed in the government services, in the army section, and those people who wanted to participate in India in civil services, they also suffered under the exploitative measures adopted by the British. Third and the major cause was the emergence of the First World War, in which the British government had introduced high defense expenditure and import values, import tax also increased for the Indians, which caused hardship of life, and that time India suffered under the scarcity of food grains because crop failed during that time. That time India also suffered under pandemic, Mahamari and epidemics that also caused hardship of life among Indians. Apart from this, the Britishers adopted forced recruitment of Indians for war activities, which made Indians anxious against the British, and these were the causes which motivated Indians towards their nationalism, and they started thinking about anti-colonial activities, and anti-colonial movement led to completely emergence of nationalism among Indians. Now we have to study in this chapter about Gandhian era. Mahatma Gandhi returned back to India on 10th January 1915 from South Africa. After coming to India, he made the visit to the different parts of India. In 1916, he made the visit to West Champaran for the cause of indigo cultivators. He followed their satyagraha and he achieved the cause for which he went there, and Indigo Commission was set up which revoked the demand of indigo cultivators. In 1917, he went to Khera district where peasants suffered under the land revenue problem because they did not have any crops production due to droughts, and they were not in position to pay taxes. So there also Mahatma Gandhi adopted the tool of Satyagraha, and peasants got opportunity to pay their land revenue in installment. In 1918, he went to Ahmedabad for the cause of industrial workers, and there also Mahatma Gandhi managed to reduce their working hour and to increase their salary or wages. So these three places achievement encouraged Mahatma Gandhi to come in the national movement, and in 1919 when the British introduced the Rowlatt Act, it was an inhuman act in which the British introduced a law under which the British enabled to arrest any Indian for 2 years without any reason and without any legal causage. So Indians reacted against this law because Indians did not have any right to appeal, vakil and dalil. Indians did not have to appeal against his arrest. Indians did not have right to engage lawyers for making discussion over their arrest, as well as they did not have any right to make arguments against their arrest. And then Mahatma Gandhi followed the civil disobedience movement initially against the Rowlatt Act on the 6th April 1919 against the British government. This is the first part, and in which one thing more, Satyagraha means an appeal for the truth. Then we will discuss the remaining part in the next session. Thank you very much.